Hello. Welcome back to another video.
And happy Valentine's Day.
We're Sean and Ebony.
Yes.
In case you haven't seen us before.
And we've been traveling the U.S. for almost a full year now in our self-converted camper van. So we thought that today, being Valentine's Day, would be the perfect time to share our love story as well as our Hawaiian wedding ceremony.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we had our commitment ceremony back in October.
Mm-hmm.
It was the whole thing, just without any official papers.
Mm-hmm. Which is the original way that we wanted to have our wedding. But with the pandemic and losing a family member, we decided that it was best to just have what we wanted, which was our Hawaiian Commitment Ceremony, but we're saving the legal ceremony for this coming May. So that's where we're going. Let me tell you where we started.
So we both lived and worked in Hawaii. We were friends for quite a few months. Well, I skipped a part, didn't I?
What?
How we met.
Well, okay, so when we first saw each other, neither of us remember it being the exact same time. When I first saw Sean, I was just like, wow, he's really attractive, and he was tall, so I'm just like, oh, who is this walking by? But that was pretty much the extent of that for me.
For me, it was a lot more dramatic. I turned a corner, just minding my business, and seriously, everything just slowed down as I saw her. It was like a whole head turn, everything, and she just walked on by, all powerful, slowing down time and everything, and glowing.
Still going.
I mean, the energy, her energy was just crazy. Her aura, everything. You could just feel it and see it. And I was like, I have to get to know her. But yeah, I didn't really think I had a chance though, because I talked to our mutual friend and he said she was taken. Yeah,
and so it was kind of crazy because we had become really good friends.
Yeah, she kept telling me I'd be a great husband to somebody else. Not in a horrible way, but she just kept saying it kind of like that, and I was like,
But I had no clue that he was even into, like, I had no idea he was into me because he was just kind of just regular. Like, he was like a friend. I didn't feel like he did anything that showed that he was interested. I couldn't be but so interested because I did have a situation at the time, but it wasn't the type of situation that he thought it was.
We were also in the workplace, so I was trying to be respectful of that, not.
And he was extremely respectful because I had no idea he was into me.
I was too respectful.
He was too respectful.
I was holding everything back.
Yeah,
it ended up making me seem like I didn't want to be anything more than friends. I'll definitely give her that. He
eventually took a shot, and I was going on vacation, and so he said, you have 2 days. And I'm like, I have 2 days? What does this mean?
No, we have 2 days, not you have 2 days.
Oh, we have 2 days? Oh, okay.
There's a big difference in context.
Oh, okay, well, he said we have 2 days. So I'm like, is he trying to like ask me on a date or something? He arranged for us to go on a walk in Kauai. My mission when we went on this walk was to explain to him the situation that I was in, because I was talking to somebody, yes, but this somebody had made it clear that they didn't want children, and for me that was a big no-no because that's exactly what I wanted. So we had an agreement that if I was to find someone, that we would have that communication with each other and that we would, end what we had going on. I told that to Sean when we took our walk, and he was like, okay. And I wanted us to talk while on my vacation, and then I can decide from that point on where we were going to go.
We originally kind of talked about just kind of texting and occasionally calling while she was on vacation, not really understanding how quickly we would just start liking each other, if that makes sense.
A lot. Our first conversation, I think, was like 9 or 10 hours on the phone. And then that just became the norm. Like, we just spent every single day on the phone. And on my vacation, I had went to Italy. I had went to Miami. And every single time I was on the phone with him. So from that, we decided we needed to be together. Topics we had.
Stir crazy after a certain amount of time. Because it was like we just need to see each other in person again.
Yeah, and we talked about every single thing, every single topic, and he was just passing and flying colors. Passing with flying colors. But it was incredible. And so we decided that we was going to have our first date in New Orleans, which was a full week.
And that just kind of cemented it in our minds, I feel like. It was like, okay, like if this can work on the phone and on FaceTime and over text for, 5 weeks? It was like, okay, if it can work there for that long, we just have to make sure that in person the chemistry is going to be there as well, as far as being in a relationship versus just being friends in person. Once that was definitely the case, it was like, all right.
Yeah, we were good. We were great. So we then got back to Hawaii. We were then hit with the pandemic. And before the pandemic, I had talked to him about being interested in van life.
I hadn't even heard of that at the time.
We were over a year into our relationship and a little further in from our friendship when we finished the van build. So we had talked about getting engaged. I told him what kind of ring I wanted, and he had gotten a ring, but I had not the slightest clue when he was going to propose. We were starting our travels, and I had ideas of where I was expecting him to propose.
Yep.
And we got to
Sedona.
Yeah.
I knew this was going to be a place that she would probably suspect I would propose because of how special it was to us.
Yes.
And
that didn't happen. So we had met this couple who was pretty cool, and we were in front of them. And so when we got out there onto the bridge and he didn't propose, I was like, oh, okay.
Long hike,
maybe
all
he's
the way
going
to this beautiful view.
Beautiful view, amazing view. We'll put up a picture. And I'm thinking he's going to propose. Well, he doesn't. We get off and they go on and we're walking away and we hear all of these cheers and screaming, and it's like, what's happening? And turn around and they got engaged.
Looking back at it now, I have no regrets about any of it, but I definitely am happy I didn't propose then.
Yeah.
Because if I had done it, we were the couple before the couple that got engaged. So that would have completely stolen the shot from this guy, their joy. She didn't see it coming, obviously, but he would have been like,
what the heck?
Like, what are the odds?
I guess I could see it that way.
And I'm like, you know what? That's really cool that I didn't ruin it in a way, because we have more places that are special to us along the way. I planned on doing it in New Orleans.
Yes.
Where we spent our first week together. So that's honestly a more special spot to us than Sedona. I made her wait. All the way to New Orleans.
I did tell him that I did want a private proposal. I didn't want like a huge crowd. We were in a van talking about just how unbelievable it was that we had our vision and our dream and we had done it for ourselves. So
yeah, she made it easy for me, actually. She kind of brought up the topic of just how crazy everything was, and how we really accomplished our goal, and I merged that kind of into talking about our relationship. I popped the question in the van.
Yes, and managed to get on one knee in a van.
yeah, I don't know how I pulled that off, actually. But yeah, I was like, you know what? It needs to be in the van, I feel like, just because we built this together.
We did.
So I felt like that was the perfect spot. I think it completely caught her off guard.
It did. And now we are engaged. So we're excited to share this video with you all. So the video you guys are about to see is of our commitment ceremony. We hope you are having an amazing Valentine's Day and that this video just brings you more joy. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. It's the red holiday, so hit the red button. But guys, please comment down below and let us know your love story and like the video, and then we'll catch you in the next one.
I'd like to say welcome. Thank you for allowing us just to be part of this day with the both of you. You know, the fact that you're here and you've traveled here, that's a testament to the amazing amount of love and support and commitment that you have for each other.
Sean, you are more than a dream come true. You are a dream I didn't realize I needed to dream. I thought I knew what I needed in a life partner until I met you.
Ebony, I have never and will never meet another human being that I love as much as you. You have shown me the strength and perseverance that somebody can possess, and that I will always aspire to.
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave.
Sean, on this day, will you have this woman, Ebony, choosing her alone to be your wedded wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honor her at all times, be faithful to her and to her alone, And if so, please say, I do. Ebony, so it is with you. Will you have Sean, choosing him alone to be your wedded husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honor him at all times, be faithful to him and to him alone? If so, please say, I do. You know, in old Hawaii, there was no rings, there was no plastic, there was no glass. So the way they had and showed their affection for each other was giving what was the seed lace. And the reason is because the lace would last forever, similar to the rings that we wear today. The shells symbolize purity, come from deep in our oceans, also symbolizing strength and unity. The flower lace, simply a reminder, never take each other for granted. Always take each day, one day at a time. Ke aloha kai, oi ahe, po mai kai, na mea a pau. The three greatest things are faith, hope, and love. The greatest of these is love. So by the authority vested in me in the state of Hawaii, happy to pronounce you both husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. Being circles, they have no beginning and they have no end. They will come to represent and symbolize that true nature of love. And as you wear each other's rings, you're surrounded by that love, that trust, that caring, and that support, no matter where you are in the world today.